everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jennifer, and today we are talking about the Sephora Holiday Savings Event. So it starts on the 5th, November 5th to November 15th for Rouge members. It's the 9th through the 15th for VIB members, and it is the 11th through the 15th for insiders. So Rouge gets 20% off, VIB gets 15% off, and insiders get 10% off. If you're not sure what you are and you are a Sephora member, you can go into your account and it'll tell you what level you are. But I bet you a lot of the people that are watching know exactly what level they are and have been planning for this event. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do two videos. I'm gonna do one video that has my tried and true products that I continually buy, products that I stock up on during the Sephora sales, the spring sale and the holiday sale. And then I'm gonna do a separate video that's gonna have all the newness, all the stuff that's come out in the last month or two, holidays, everything like that, that is at Sephora that I would recommend picking up, the products that I've enjoyed. I think this is gonna be the first one. This is the tried and true. Although I'll be honest, everything going on with my mom, if you've been watching my channel and my IG, my mom broke her hip. She's in the hospital, had surgery. It's just been, there's a lot going on. With that and work and everything, I'm not absolutely sure. I'm not as organized as I usually am. So if this ends up being the second video, I'm sorry. And then the new releases will be the first one. But either way, they will both take place right before the 5th. So those of you who are Rouge and have the ability to start shopping on the 5th can do so. Let's go ahead and dive in. So the first product, we're gonna do it by category. And I didn't pick everything at Sephora, guys. This would just be like a 4-hour video. Sephora has a lot of great products. There's lots of different things that I buy, but I kind of picked the ones that were my tried and true, the things that I have sitting in my drawer next to me that I always reach for. I have a drawer in my vanity that I basically put all the things that I always use, like every time, in that drawer. And then I have the things that like I'm gonna use for trying, for like, you know, their new product, I need to try them out, test them and everything, off to the side. But this drawer is a drawer that like has been this way for months, and everything that I just always use is in that drawer. First is brows. The two brow products that I use the Gucci pencil. This is in Auburn. This pencil, this is a new one because the old one I actually went all the way through a brow pencil, which is saying a lot. Today, I do not have any of this on my brows. Today, I only have the Kosas. This is the Kosas, is it Air Brow? Yeah, Kosas Air Brow. Now, I need to buy more Kosas Air Brow because this is actually basically out. But it's this little tiny spoolie. And I used to use the Tom Ford Brow Gel, but to be honest with you, I've had such a tough time getting the Tom Ford Brow Gel, and I tried this out, and honestly, I like it better. I really do. I like it better. And this is in Auburn. I think it's in Auburn. Yep, it's in Auburn. So it comes in a lot of different shades. And I've recently had my eyebrows microbladed, so I felt like I could get away with just using the Air Brow. That's all I have in my brows today. And I really think it looks good for a natural look. If you want, you know, a fuller looking brow, like more soft pencil kind of look, then yes, the Gucci is absolutely what you need. But if you have like a fuller brow and you're just kind of looking to tame them and put in a little bit of color, this is perfect. I'm telling you, I absolutely love this product. So I'm gonna actually be getting another one of these during the sale. Mascara. So there's a lot of mascaras that are good. The Marc Jacobs mascara at Lash I really like, but I didn't see it. I don't know, it might have been in the sale section because, you know, the Marc Jacobs stuff's all, I'm not sure if the line's going away or it's being revamped, not quite sure. And the Jones Road is also one of my current favorites. There is another new favorite that's gonna be in the newness category in the other video, but for tried and true, I have two. I have the Dior Iconic Overcurl and the Bite Beauty Upswing. I have Bite Beauty Upswing on my lashes today. I think it does a really good job. The thing about the Bite Upswing, you have to like a big brush. If you don't like a big, fluffy, barbell kind of brush, you're not gonna like it. It's really good for volume. It gives you great length, but it's a dramatic look. If you're looking for a natural look, this isn't your mascara. The Dior Overcurl, I don't have one in black right now, so I'm going to get a black one because I used it up and I had opened new mascaras and I didn't want to, keep opening mascaras because they go bad. But I have this one right here in blue, which I really like. And this gives you a little bit more of it's still dramatic, but it's a little less. It's more natural than, say, the Jones Road or the Bite Beauty. And I've been using Dior Overcurl for a very long time. I'm so old. Blush. There's so many blushes that have come out this year, and I did my blush battle with, all the blushes, or most of the blushes in my collection. Now, not every blush that I absolutely love is available at Sephora, so that's the first thing. So I tried to pick ones that I saw that were in stock. The Patrick Ta Cream powder blushes, I love those, but none of those were in stock. The new one, which I have not tried, looked better for deeper skin tones, came back in stock. I don't know if it'll still be in stock when the sale goes up, so just something to keep in mind. Laura Mercier. Love the Laura Mercier blushes. They're excellent, so if those are available, I would suggest those. The Dior blushes. What I have on today is another one I'll show you in a minute, but the Dior blushes, Rose Montaigne. They do have it on the site, as far as I can tell. That's one of my favorite blushes of all time. It works on practically anybody. It's just a good pinky rose shade. It is pretty pigmented. It lasts all day. I do love the Dior blushes, or at least most of them. Some of the ones that have come out lately, a little odd. So what I'm wearing today, actually, is Charlotte Tilbury. I'm wearing Charlotte Tilbury Ecstasy. It's not a shade that's mentioned very often. It is a lighter blush, so I would only recommend it for people who have a lighter skin tone. If you like a deeper shade, Sex on Fire. It's really pretty. It's a beautiful shade. It's actually two shades. Or Pillow Talk. And they have a Pillow Talk Intense as well. I really like the Charlotte Tilbury blushes. There's a reason Charlotte Tilbury is Charlotte Tilbury. Her blushes are really good. And you can actually just use the lighter shade in the middle or the deeper shade on the outside or blend them together. They have a luminescence to them for the most part. Really a strong recommendation. They're ones I've been using for years and really, really like the formula. Bronzer. So the bronzer I have on today is the Dior Forever bronzer. This is, I've basically used it so much that the Dior is gone, but that is Dior 04. 04 does seem to be available on the site. If you're a shade like me, this is a cool toned bronzer. It looks a lot like my other favorite bronzer, which is also available, which is the Tom Ford Terra. They're very similar shades. The Terra, the only one I saw available was the big one. I didn't see any of the little ones available, but that stuff will last you years. I had heard that it was going out of stock, like they were getting rid of Terra, but I've still seen it around, so I don't know what's going on there. But Terra and the 04 look very similar. I'm wearing the 04 today. Love that bronzer. It's a cool tone bronzer that is good for, I would say, light, fair to light, maybe light medium skin tones. It's not going to really show up on a deeper skin tone. And for obvious reasons, I don't have a lot of bronzers that are really good for deeper skin tones because of my coloring. But I would say that Dior does have many shades, so you can look for the deeper shades in the Dior. Tom Ford also has Gold Dust, which I do use from time to time, which is a much warmer and deeper bronzer. And I didn't see that available on the site, but it might be up there. And then the other bronzer, which definitely has a bunch of different shades that will work for different people, is Gucci, and it's the Gucci bronzer. I use the 01, which is for fair skin. It is actually deeper than these two, than Terra and 04, and it's redder. So if you're looking for, a natural looking bronze, like what a fair person would bronze like, Gucci is, in my opinion, the best. I love that bronzer. I've loved it since the minute it came out. It does have a scent. It has a strong scent when you first buy it. My Gucci bronzer no longer has a scent. I've had it so long now, it smells like nothing. No. Well, maybe a little bit, but it's very, 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 very light. The casing is gorgeous. It's got like that Tiffany blue shade. I shouldn't say Tiffany with Gucci, but anyway, that's what it looks like. It's got a beautiful case. There's a piece underneath of this that you can flip up, which I never do. And there's a little compact in there. I never use that compact, but I guess, you know, if you were traveling and you wanted the compact. But anyway, those are the three bronzers that I would recommend. Okay, highlighter. So the highlighter I have on today is the Dior. This is the Dior Forever Pink Glow highlighter. Now there's 8, I think, different highlighters that they came out with. Some are more pink, some are more white, some are more gold. I have this one and I have the rose gold one. The rose gold one is much better for a deeper skin tone, and it is a cool toned rosy shade. It's beautiful. I use it as more of a highlighting blush. It is too deep for me to use as a highlighter, but I love that one. But the Pink Glow I think looks great on my skin tone. It's a beautiful, beautiful highlighter. Actually, one of my favorites. I use it quite often. And the other product, which is a combination bronzer slash highlighter, the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. I've talked about these a bunch of different times, and I've had that product for, I don't even know, like a very long time. I feel like it's been more than 10 years, but I don't even know if it's been out that long, but it feels like it's been that long. So the Charlotte Tilbury comes in the duo. There's the bronzer and the highlighter in it. I've used it a lot. It really works. It's a really good bronzer. It works for, I'd say, fair to medium skin tones, the original one. The highlighter looks good. It blends really well. It's really easy to travel with. Love that product. Concealer. I don't wear a lot of concealer. I've been lucky to not have like deep circles under my eyes, and for the most part when I use concealer, it emphasizes the dry skin and the lines, so I don't use it a lot. I use what they call illuminating pens quite often, but concealers not so much. But there are some new ones that I've tried out that I like, but I don't think they're available on Sephora. Of the ones that are available on Sephora, I would say the 2 that I think are good are the Dior Forever concealer. I use that as more of almost like a foundation. Like I'll just put it in places and kind of smooth it into my face. Sometimes I use it as a concealer like around my eyes or around my nose. But it almost is like a foundation. Like you could use it as such, and I have when I'm just trying to do just like a little bit of something on my face, but not all over. And then the other product is the one I'm trying to open right now. This is the Charlotte Tilbury, is it Magic Vanish? I think Magic Vanish. And this is in 01. This is the fair shade. And I do use this one actually a lot. It's kind of got like a peachy tone to it. And I just kind of like put it like right here in the corner just to brighten up my eyes. That's, that's really all I use it for. But this is really good, and it comes in different shades. So depending on the skin tone, depending on the issues you have under your eyes, there's different ones that you can use. But this is the 01. This is fair. Foundation. So there are so many foundations that are really good that are available on Sephora. There's the Estee Lauder Futurist. There's the Merit Beauty Stick Foundation. Love that one. There's a bunch of Dior ones. There's Guerlain. There's some great ones. But the 2 that came to mind as tried and true that I've used for quite some time, one even longer than the other, were the Fenty Pro Filter Foundation, which I really love, actually. It's a great foundation. And I use it all the time. It works beautifully. It's just a great foundation. And it's really good for my dry skin, doesn't settle on the lines, lasts all day, love it. It kind of is very similar to the Estee Lauder Futurist, actually. I find the 2 very similar, but I think it's less expensive, at least the last time I looked. And then La Mer Soft Fluid Foundation. I love the La Mer Fluid Foundation. Not everybody loves it. I've been using it for a number of years. It works really well for me. It gives a great finish. I would say though, most people I know that really love that foundation do have drier skin. I don't know if it's meant for an oilier skin type. I mean, I don't have oily skin, so I can't comment, but it seems to me like a very moisturizing, like rich foundation. And I think it might not work on an oily skin tone. I love it, but again, it works great for me. So lip liners. My favorite lip liners are not available on the Sephora site. So I looked to see which ones were available, and I decided there are a couple that I do really like that I do use, and I actually have them on today. So the first is Natasha Denona. I do like the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude line, and the one I'm wearing today is Dana. I really like Dana. It's a good brownie pink shade. It works really well for me. She has a lot of different shades, so you know, you don't have to pick up Dana, but if you're looking for a brownie pink, Dana is really good. And her liners are very smooth. They go on really easily. They last. They're really hard to get off. You can't just wash them off with soap and water. Trust me, I've tried. Like when I put them on my hand, you have to use makeup remover. Then Pat McGrath is really good. I'm sure you've picked up, you know, some of her liners before. This is Supernatural, which is actually one of my favorite shades from her. Right here, it's similar. It's a brownie pink, as you can probably tell. I have a type. I like brownie pink liners. And then Charlotte Tilbury. I'm talking a lot of Charlotte Tilbury today, but I like her products, or you know, a lot of her stuff that's been around for a while. This is Love Trap, which I think is a really good. It's almost like it's brown, but it has more like a rose to it. It's a really good. I love Love Trap. It's a great shade. For lips, I know a lot of us aren't really wearing lipstick that often because of masks and stuff, and I'm not either. I mean, I'm in Massachusetts. We have a mask mandate everywhere I go. So I understand that like maybe lip products aren't your like #1 interest right now, but there have been some new lipsticks that I've been interested in that have come out, and I'm talking about that in the newness video. But for, you know, looking at the different things, there's Charlotte Tilbury, obviously lots of great shades in Charlotte Tilbury. Tom Ford is available on Sephora, lots of great shades there. If there's particular ones that you're interested in that, you know, you think you'd like to ask me about, just put it in the comments below. I can let you know. I have a lot of them. A lot. But the ones that I use the most that come from Sephora, anyway, are the Gucci's. And these are the Gucci, and I wrote down the name because I never get it right, Glow and Care lipsticks. It's that like 60s kind of weird looking, you know, wallpaper. And today I actually have on Louise Orange with the Dana lip liner. And so I love Louise Orange. It's a great shade. I mean, these are shiny lip glosses. They don't stay on, but they're not supposed to. I mean, they're just glosses. So that's Louise Orange. Then I have Lynette Stone, which I think might be the one I wear the most. It's just a like pinky brown shade. I wear this like a lot. It kind of blends into my lips, but makes my lips look better. Then I have a lot of the shades, but I'm just showing you the ones that I reach for most of the time. This one is Call It a Day. I just love the name of it. It's like a pinkier shade. Again, that sort of looks like my lips, but better. And then we have Devotion, which is, put it here. It's a very bright shade. So this is like almost like a reddish orange. So if you're looking for something bright in the Glow and Care, Devotion is one that might work for you. If you don't like the just sheerness of the rest of them, because the rest of them are, you know, much more like just a lip gloss. So eyeliners, you know, my favorite eyeliners are also not available on Sephora, but I would say that the Pat McGrath are great. Black Coffee is a favorite of mine. Love that shade. And the only other ones I can think of are the Marc Jacobs. They are the gel crayon eyeliners. I have a bunch of different shades. They go on incredibly smoothly. It looked to me when I looked at the site that they were already on sale and like being phased out. So you might want to take a look and see if they're still there. They're like one of my favorite liners. I think they're great, but again, I think they're disappearing. And the Charlotte Tilbury ones that are like the double-ended pencils, those are great as well. Eyeshadows. There are so many eyeshadows. I can't even. There's no way I could go through. I have some in the newness video. I do have some of the new ones that have come out that I think are worthwhile picking up. But of the ones that are there, I would say anything by Viseart. Viseart has great shadows. If you haven't tried them, this is a great time to try them because they're 20% off if you're rouge. Viseart also has sales from time to time, and they have them on Beautylish as well, and they have sales. If you're not sure and you want to wait for a sale, I mean, this is an opportunity. The Viseart palettes are beautiful. I didn't see the Bijoux or the Cashmere, which are their new ones, on Sephora, but they might pop up right before the sale. You never know. Like, that's the thing. Sometimes new things come up right before the sale or during the sale. I haven't tried those yet. I do want to buy them, so I'm interested in picking those up. If they're on the Sephora site and for the sale, I'll definitely buy them. But pretty much any of the palettes, find the color story that appeals to you, and I would honestly really strongly urge you to pick them up. They're just beautiful. Natasha Denona. Most of the Natasha Denona palettes I would strongly recommend. I think they're beautiful. The Love palette, Sunrise palette, I believe were just like 50% off on Sephora. Those are great palettes. The 28 pans, the green browns and the purple blues, those are absolutely worth picking up. If you're okay with a big palette, I would honestly say, like, those are my favorite by her. They're stunning. Every shade in there is perfect. And they're very expensive, so they don't generally go on sale. I don't think I've ever seen the 28s on sale. Maybe in a Natasha Denona sale once, but they don't go on sale often. So those are ones that I would, say definitely pick up. Some of the other palettes I'm not as fond of, so if you have questions about like which ones, let me know. Most of them are really good. The Glam palette's great. The Retro palette that just came out, I enjoyed. There's a few, but there's some that they're not my favorites. So, I'd say the 28s or like the Glam or Retro or Love, Sunrise. I'm trying to think of the other one that I really liked. Bronze. Those are good. Those are really good ones. The Dior palettes. There are some Dior 5-pan palettes, 5-pan quints that are available. I do love those. I love the Dior formula. I saw Soft Cashmere was up there, Tutu was up there, Denim's up there. They're all beautiful. Just pick the color story that you like. The formula is really excellent. You won't regret it. They're really, really good formulas. Powder. I don't wear a lot of powder. My skin is dry, so it's just not something that I do. The one I would say that is tried and true that I have used for years is the Charlotte Tilbury. Back to Charlotte Tilbury, but I do. This is the Airbrush Flawless Filter. I have it in shade 1. It's the lightest shade. And you can see what I've done to the one that I have. Now, I do have a backup of it, but this is something I actually use, and you can tell. It's a really good powder. It's it's not too heavy. Doesn't leave too much on your skin. It just sort of takes away any shininess that you have. I really like it. So it's a really good powder. So last but not least, hair, skincare, those types of things. So I love the La Mer products. I love the La Mer, the original, the thick, the thick moisturizer. That's my favorite. I use the soft lotion in the pump during the day. That's the moisturizer that I use during the day, and I absolutely use it every day. Love it. The oil cleanser in the green bottle. Hopefully there's pictures going up when I'm talking about this. That is the cleanser that I use most often. Of the products that I use that are available on Sephora, that's the cleanser that's available that I love. I'm trying to think if there's the Belif Aqua Bomb and the Belif, the regular moisturizer. Those are both really good moisturizers. I use the Aqua Bomb in the summer because it's like a lighter, it's got that green texture, but for those of you who want a lighter moisturizer, that's a really good brand, and it's not nearly as expensive as the La Mer, and I really like it. I think the Belif products are extremely good, so that is a recommendation that's a little bit less expensive than, well, everything's less expensive than La Mer. And for hair products, Orbe. Everything Orbe. Love Orbe. I use the color treated shampoo and conditioner. I'm going to be stocking up on that. I always do at the sale. I have their charcoal, it's like a foam scalp shampoo. It's excellent. It looks weird, but it works really well. It's like a cleansing for your hair. It's really, really good. Love that product. And then I also have the sulfate-free shampoo. So when I was doing hot yoga all the time, I couldn't wash my hair every day because it's just bad for my hair because it's so dry. So I use that shampoo because it doesn't have sulfates, it doesn't foam, it doesn't like bubble up, but it gets your hair clean. It's great. Love that one. It's in like a light green bottle. Hopefully, again, there's pictures going up. And then last but not least with hair products, Dyson. The times that I've bought Dyson, whether I bought them as gifts for my family or friends or the giveaway that I did, you know, they don't go on sale. Dyson does not go on sale, but it is part of the sale for Sephora's holiday event and their spring sale. If you've been thinking about picking up a Dyson, this is the time to do it. I only use Dyson products with my hair. I use their hairdryer and I use their air wrap, and I love both of them. They have the extended barrels for the air wrap that they sell at Sephora. Last time the sale in spring, they sold out before I could get to them because I was like, oh, I'll just get them later. No, you have to get them right away. So if you're Rouge, I think, you know, you have a pretty good chance of getting them. If you're VIB, I don't know because I don't remember how fast they sold out last time, but it was fast. So if you have long hair like me and you want the extended barrels for your air wrap, pick them up. I will be picking them up. And honestly, I love everything by Dyson. I did a video about how I do my hair. Use the Dyson hairdryer to do it. It cuts down on frizz. It cuts down on drying time. It's absolutely amazing. The air wrap is the only thing I use. I love it. I've been thinking about buying the straightener. I don't straighten my hair. When I do this to it, this is a round brush, what I have right now. And of course, you know, I have too much hair at the moment. I need to get a haircut, but I haven't had time. But this is just a round brush and the Dyson hairdryer. When I use air wrap, you've seen the look with the air wrap. It has, you know, a lot more curl to it, but I don't straighten it like, you know, super straight. I just don't do that. So I've been thinking about it. I just, I haven't pulled the trigger yet. So I don't know, maybe I will during the sale. One other product to mention, and it relates to hair, are these Wow, Color Wow hair. They're hair powders, and they look like this. This is auburn. And right now, you know, I haven't had time to get my roots done because of everything going on. And so what this does is you literally can put it, I just wanted to show you, which is why I didn't use any of it before we started recording, in where your roots are. And I just put like a tiny bit. You can see how much it covered that up like really quickly. So these products really work. They're excellent. I use them all the time. They come in a multitude of colors, including auburn. So if you need like a root cover-up kind of product, that would be the one I recommend. So thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I really do appreciate it. And I hope to see you in another video really soon. Bye.